Hello, my name is Ref Amanda from The Penalty Game and The Penalty Game Podcast on podbrothernation.com. Our interactive game and podcast is very much centered around live sports, but since that's been put on hold for right now, I figured I would take this time to learn more about the most important element of the game, the people who know all the rules. So come join me as I break down the quarantine play-by-play with referees and umpires from around the world on the Penalty Game spin-off podcast series, Officially Quarantined. Hello and welcome to Officially Quarantined. I am Ref Amanda. With me I have my co-producer, Ref Kimbrough. Say hi.
How are you? What's happening? Glad to be with you.
And we have our special guest here with us today is Michel Voyer, professional hockey referee and director, owner of California Referee School, the best and most well-known annual camp for hockey officials, ice hockey officials in North America. How are you doing today, Michel?
Very good, very good. Thank you for having me. It's a privilege, and I'm very excited to be here today.
Tell me about the ref school. How did you begin to start that?
First, before I moved here, I participated in referee school in Michel, Ron Fournier School, and he's an ex-NHL referee. And when I first moved here, I got introduced some hockey league here. I was starting refereeing a bit here. I started refereeing in Montreal, but when I first moved here, I started refereeing. I meet some people, and I saw a need to improve the official because need to put some professionalism in it because the base was there. But so I called Ron Fournier and 32 years ago, and I said, Ron, I would like to do like a school in Los Angeles.
School.
So I called him, and he came here, and we did the first school was probably 16 people. So, but the word got around, and we could tell that the base was there, the talent was there. So every year, Ron came back for 2, 3, 4 years, and I brought other NHL referees in the same time. So, so every year we got better and better, and it was a need. And now with all that, I met a very good hockey player for the Los Angeles Kings, Luc Robitaille, became a good friend. Mm-hmm. And also Wayne Gretzky, the trade with Wayne Gretzky. So the hockey exploded.
Yeah.
So we had to keep now we had more team. The game got bigger. So the need of official was there. So with the school, a lot of people want to referee. So the school helped on that department. So that's how I started. And it's been 32 years. And now with that school, it's good for all the adult hockey here. But also the school promotes some guys, some officials, female and male referee, to achieve the goal to do college hockey, junior hockey. We have all the scouts around the Canada and the US who come at the school during the weekend. Usually it's the first weekend of August. And they scout some official like this, and also, like I said, the women's hockey explode also. It's very, very important. And we have a lot of women, female referee at the school. Usually we have probably 60 to 70 officials at the school, probably 20 female officials. So it's a big school, and I'm there to give opportunities to those officials. So.
Oh man, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I know that during, this pandemic, the coronavirus has affected many industries. Can you tell me a bit about how your school is kind of navigating during these times?
Well, the thing is, this year I had to cancel the school because the risk and that involved with, and I didn't want to put anybody in risk with that. Yeah. But the thing I do, I work at Taylor Sports Center, the Kings practice facility. I'm the director of official. We have 100 team, adult hockey and kids hockey. But that shut down on March 15. Since then, there's no hockey, and the thing is, we don't even know when we're gonna have hockey because
Right.
the guideline for California is kind of strict. It's okay, but a lot of official, that been working hockey now they're not working. So the thing we do now, since then, I clean up my office, my storage, and everything, and I find some note that I had for over the 30 years for the school, from the school, and I supervise also a lot of hockey games. So I take note, and I'm at a process to do a book, a guideline for officials.
Oh, wow.
That time, yeah, I'm putting a book together for all to touch how to be a good communicator on the ice. Teamwork is very important. To be a good skater, be in shape, put all those things together. So I'm in the process to do that. So when the hockey is going to start, I'm going to give that to all my officials that work for me at Taylor Sports Center, and also the tournament I'm involved in Las Vegas with the California Hockey Production.
Oh, I'll see. Yeah. So you answered my question. I was going to ask what you've been doing during the quarantine, but you just answered it for me. But just to touch on that, for those who are listening and want to do this or become a referee, what advice would you give them?
Well, the advice,
besides read your book.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you have to love for the game. You got to be a good teamwork, a good communicator, and be open to the critique. Because you have an official, you're not gonna always have good games. You're gonna have tough game, and you have to have tough skin. And really, the key to be a good referee, you have to be a good communicator. Be a good communicator with the coaches, players, because the coaches now, what I find out for the last 20 years here in California, we have a lot of NHL team, Kings, Ducks, San Jose Sharks, and everything. A lot of players that they're done with their career, they go to the coaching. So we deal with a lot of ex-NHL coach players. Now they coach kids hockey. So it's very important that the hockey get better because those the coaching areas. So we need to get better as an official too. We deal with very good people behind the bench with very good knowledge about the game. So we have to keep up with that. So we teach a lot of those young officials that, like I said, communication is the key to be a good official.
Right. So you were a player at one point, though, yes?
Yeah, I started at a young age, like 4 years old. I started to play hockey in my hometown. Because in Quebec, you got to play hockey. It's
right. I assume.
Hockey. So I started at a young age, at 4 years old, until the junior. And at my last year, junior, I was a goalie. So I always watched the game all the time, and the official too. So I got the kick. Somebody asked me, "Do you want to be a referee?" I said, "I would like to try it." So I gave it a try. And I loved it. I had a passion for it, since then I started to be a referee. Like I said, in my hometown in Jonquière, Quebec, and I moved here and I started that program here, and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah,
I have a question for you, Michel.
Yeah. Yes.
Is it possible I can referee from the stands? Because I don't know how to skate.
You can probably if you don't want to, if you can't ref there, you probably can be a good supervisor, a good mentor for the official. You can watch hockey game and give you pointers. That we can do that. That's a need too, because like I said all the time, you don't people start refereeing when the young officials start to ref. It's very important to have a follow up with them. The key to improve our officials is to supervise. We need some supervision for all the officials. So after a game, let's say we take a new official, we go watch him ref, and we give him pointers after the game, what he's done right, what he's done wrong. And the follow up is very important, because the worst thing is to an official when you start is to have you don't have follow up. You need people to watch your ref and tell you what you do right and wrong, like I said, and that's very important, because if you don't, an official is going to do the same mistake, and also when you have a tough game, you need somebody to tell you what you did right and wrong, but
Mhm.
and to have a good because it's tough. If you have a young kid have a tough game, we don't want him to be discouraged. We want him to keep up and say, hey, you had a tough game, but you know what? It happened to everybody. I have tough game at a young age. I have tough game last year that I ref. It happened. So, but it's very important to keep the morale up and keep going with those young officials.
So there's a place for me. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you said that you had a tough game or hard. What was your hardest game that you had to ref, and why?
Well, I had some of them, but one of the toughest game that I had, I was working the West Coast Hockey League, the Pro League here. It was a game in Fresno, and I had 2 bench clearing in the same game. All the players jump on the ice the first period. It was out of hand. It was nothing I could do, but it was tough. The first period we had a bench clearing. Oh my God, and it was tough. But you know what? You on the ice. So we cleared that up. So I said, okay, what can go wrong after that? Nothing can go worse than that. Well, second period we had another one. So now. It was tough, but you know what? When stuff like that happen, you just want to go home. You just want to call your mom, say, hey, I'm coming home. You want to get out of there. But it's responsibility to keep going, clean up the mess, and move on. And but that's the toughest game I had, and it's not a pretty sight.
Have you ever been accidentally hit when breaking up any of these fights that the players have?
Yeah. In my career, I was a referee and also a linesman, but many times that we had a lot of,